This is Inside Indiana Business for the morning of Monday, September 18th, 2023. I'm Kate Sharon. Over $40 million in development projects are planned or underway in Michigan City and Hammond, with about $240 million of that being for the Sola mixed-use project downtown. Northwest Indiana Regional Development Authority CEO Sherry Ziller.
This could serve as a major job generator for Michigan City.
The double tracking project on the South Shore and the Westlake Corridor expansion have been big draws and are expected to generate $2.5 billion in additional investment in Northwest Indiana. The Michigan City prison has also recently been closed in a consolidation effort, as well as the NIPSCO coal plant cooling tower coming down. U.S. News & World Report is out with its 2023-2024 Best Colleges ranking, and 10 Indiana institutions have made the cut, along with national universities. Notre Dame topped the list at 20, followed by Purdue at 43 and IU Bloomington at 73. The publication ranked 1,500 colleges and universities based on 19 factors, including graduation rates, faculty research, and first-generation student graduation rates. The other 7 Hoosier School rankings can be found at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. National efforts to boost computer chip and electric vehicle production are fueling a bidding war among states, including Indiana, that is driving up the cost and number of so-called mega deal incentive packages exceeding $50 million. IIB's Alex Brown has more.
Last year, Indiana offered $186 million to automaker Stellantis for a $2.5 billion electric vehicle battery plant in Kokomo, which is expected to open in 2025 and create up to 1,400 jobs. That package was a small piece of a record $20 billion worth of so-called mega deals given out in 2022, according to Good Jobs First, a Washington, D.C.-based not-for-profit that tracks corporate subsidies under a critical lens. Earlier this year, Indiana lawmakers signed off on another potential mega deal. The Indiana Economic Development Corporation offered a $120 million incentive package for an unnamed auto parts maker looking to construct a $3.2 billion manufacturing facility in north central Indiana that will employ an estimated 1,400 workers. That equates to the state paying roughly $85,000 per job. The subsidy package for the Stellantis plant in Kokomo equates to $132,000 per job. Minnesota-based semiconductor manufacturer SkyWater Technology is building a $1.8 billion R&D and production plant adjacent to the Purdue University campus in West Lafayette. The project is expected to result in 750 high-wage jobs within 5 years of opening, according to the IEDC, which plans to support the project with more than $76 million in incentives, or about $101,000 per job. Economic development leaders say the cost is necessary to be a player in the high-tech advanced manufacturing sweepstakes, but some economists question whether the benefits are worth the price. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Get ready, Northeast Indiana. We're headed your way. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the second annual Engage Northeast Indiana event, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Tuesday, October 10th at the Grand Wayne Center. We'll be diving into talent, education, and other issues shaping the regional economy. You can find more at ibj.com/engage.
Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita has filed a lawsuit against Indiana University Health, alleging it failed to report, review, and enforce privacy standards in connection with OBGYN Dr. Caitlin Bernard talking publicly about an abortion she performed on a 10-year-old. The case follows Rokita's partial win in an action against Bernard. The State Medical Licensing Board reprimanded and fined the doctor, but declined to suspend her medical license. Now Rokita is focusing on Bernard's employer, IU Health, arguing in the 28-page complaint that the health system opted to protect Bernard and itself rather than the patient. IU Health has said Bernard did not violate HIPAA privacy laws. The Anderson City Council has cleared the way for a new manufacturing company to set up shop in the city after approving a $2 million bond. North Carolina-based Fit USA is planning to build a 150,000 square foot building with the potential for an expansion to add an extra 100,000 square feet by 2032. Our partners at the Herald Bulletin report initial work has started at the site this week, with plans to start construction in September 2024. The company will make an initial investment of $20 million and will pay about $4.8 million in property taxes over the next decade. The University of St. Francis is launching the search for its next president after Reverend Eric Zimmer announced in April he would step down to, quote, pursue other opportunities within the church and academia. Lance Ritchie currently leads the Catholic institution in Fort Wayne after Zimmer finished his tenure at the end of last school year. Ivy Tech Community College President Sue Elsperman is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Kate Sharon for Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.